Hello everyone, thanks for joining me. I want to cover something in Photoshop that a lot of people have been talking about, but I really wanted to share how it can be useful for real landscape photography, and that's generative fill. Now, generative fill does a lot of crazy things that really don't apply to most of what we're doing. Like if, let's say I wanted to, I don't know, make something up out of whole cloth and put a lighthouse here. Now, you might notice, first of all, that when I've done this, that there's no indication of where generative fill is. And what can happen sometimes is it gets hidden. What you need to do is go to Window, come down to the bottom, right over here, and click on the contextual mask bar. Then there's your generative fill. So if I wanted to put a lighthouse here, if I click on where it says generative fill, I'm just going to put lighthouse and hit generate. And let's see what it does. And it takes a minute to do it. It's fairly quick considering what it is doing. But again, this isn't the kind of thing you're probably going to do to most of your images. I just wanted to show it to you because it's there. And that's pretty weird. Pretty weird looking lighthouse. But what it does is if you go over to this variations thing or you click on the 1 through 3, it does give you 3 different choices. So let's see. How about that one? A little bit better. That one's just kind of weird, so that's probably the best of the 3. I'm not thrilled with the generative fill for stuff like this. Can you create kind of these fantasy worlds? Yeah, but it's not real landscape work. What is something practical we can do with generative fill? And one of the best things is the generative expand on the crop tool. So say, for example, I've got this image, which I love, that I want to print and frame. So to use generative expand, I get the crop tool and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I want to make sure I have all of this. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of extra room and I'm going to drag both left and right. And that's what I want to do. Now it says, what do you want to generate? Well, I just want you to generate it. So you just click on generate and Photoshop's going to do its magic. Now it takes a minute because it's a complicated kind of thing, but let's see what it delivers to us. And that's pretty amazing. I mean, look, we'll turn the layer on and off. Look what it generated. It really does an amazing job. Now, you do get 3 variations on it up here in the variations panel. You can see how continuity is. Let's see, that one. I don't like that one as well. There's a little miss over here. And then there's this one, which I don't like that either. The first one I think is the best one. And there you go. So now we have an exact legal-sized image, but it generated enough room. And again, this could be real handy if 1, you're going to use a matte and you're going to lose some of the image, or 2, you want a canvas wrap and you want to be able to wrap around, but again, not lose some of the image. Let's do one more. So again, this is an image of a waterfall in Ireland. Let's see, we can do the same ratio. We'll stick with our legal, or let's do something different. Let's do, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of 16 by 20, but let's do it anyway. So we'll do 20 by 16. And again, I did it the wrong way. So we'll flip that. And you can see, wow, that's missing a lot. I don't necessarily need anything more on the top, but let's do top to bottom. And do you think the software can pull that off? Let's find out. Click Generate. And let's see how good a job it does in filling in all of those white areas. Again, if you want to use a matte or a canvas wrap, it gives you more room to play. And that's actually, it's pretty remarkable if you think about it. So there's what we started with. And it does an amazing job of filling in trees and everything. Now, again, there's options in the variations. There's that, let's see, that versus that. Ooh, I think I like that one better. And then there's this one, which I don't like at all. I think the middle one, yeah, there's something about the middle one that just fits the best. And there you have it. So let's go full screen and take a look at that. And as you look at it and even zoom in, if we zoom in, man, it's really quite amazing. So I'm not going to be creating, strange objects in my landscape photography. But to me, this is one of the greatest practical uses of the generative fill, to be able to get a subject in a way that you can frame it without having to cut something off that you really wanted. And maybe you didn't capture it in the first place, But Generative Fill, as you can see here, will take care of that for you. There's more about this. We're going to do a couple more videos on this and some other ways to use it. But that's it for today. Using Generative Fill to expand your canvas so you can fit in different aspect ratios for framing. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.